105.9 The Mount, Nashville's Classic Rock. You're listening to the Rizzo and Jeff Show, and just want your natural response. And again, 828-240-1059. We got tickets to the Doobie Brothers. We have about 50 qualifiers today. Thank you for all the calls, but keep them coming. Everyone who participates is qualified for a pair of tickets, but we like to think that you like to just join along and have fun too. Spam. What do you think about the spam?
Spam is a tough eat.
Why?
It's just all the parts, of the pig.
It's ham. It's ham in a can.
It's not ham in a can.
Yes, it is.
Spam is not ham in a can.
Spam is absolutely... I've had spam a bunch. I love ham in a can.
All right. Somebody needs to defend me here and teach him what spam is so Rizzo understands correctly. It's really not ham. It's just a amalgam of all the extra leftovers when the pig goes to slaughter. Whatever's there, I think they put all together and they make just a meat. And you could fry up the spam. I know people that have done that and they eat it that way in the morning. But you
could do a spam taco.
No, you cannot.
You absolutely can. You could do a spam taco. You could do a spam. You could do a spam taco. You could do what they used to have commercials for it: spam and ramen noodles.
I don't care what they. I could do a lot of things.
As a matter of fact,
doesn't mean you should.
Spam in a taco? Pork favor.
Okay.
Sizzle, pork, and
Sizzle, pork, and it is ham in a can. The reason that we're talking about this is because at TSA it's gone viral that they found a man who had a carry-on bag that was nothing but spam, and people find this to be odd or bizarre. I don't. Spam is actually one of the better foods that you could buy. You can mix it with a lot of different things. It sizzles, it cooks, it's ham. You can do a spam. You've never had a spam sandwich?
I've never had a spam sandwich. No. I was never one to eat the spam. Now, look, I'm sure that people are going to drink. You can buy actually a canned ham without buying spam.
Yeah, but see, but that's not canned ham. Like canned ham is spam.
Can somebody call and teach Rizzo what spam is, please?
Listen.
Spam and eggs and noodles.
And noodles.
That's one steamy love triangle. Sizzle, pork, and
spam.
That sounds disgusting. Noodles and a who the hell in their right mind
is
spam,
eggs, noodles, okay, and that's a steamy love triangle.
But who is buying? First off, what pig goes through the airport when you know you can't bring food, but you're so addicted to spam that you're going to try to what? Slip it through TSA?
Yeah, the man, and this is what's crazy. He tried to slip through, 300 jars of spam. He loved spam. He's from Massachusetts. He said he was in Hawaii, right? And
they eat it there.
Yes, because it's a good food. Why? Okay. Why are you such an anti-spamite? Like, what is wrong with you?
So this guy just has to have his spam so much that he's going to bring it through the airport. This is the kind of slob that eats it out of the can. Like you're sitting next to him on the airplane, and he just pops open the can, and he sits there with a spork just to eat it because he thinks a spork is fancy.
So this guy, and he wrote "Sorry, I'm not sorry," and it's gotten like 5 million views. Okay, TSA pulled his carry-on, and it was all spam. And the guy was mortified because they spam shamed the guy.
Good.
And this is where it all comes from.
So it's a case of spam that I'm taking.
Now they're laughing at him.
It's so embarrassing.
It should be embarrassing.
They're not like regular flavor, right?
No, they're like the special flavors. Wow. So I went to the...
That's fine then.
I was going to say, I could put the Hawaii special edition in there.
Why
I got teriyaki.
Yeah.
And they're all laughing at us. I'm taking this home, you guys.
They go through and they find 300 things of spam.
There is 1,047 calories in a can of spam, okay? 1,047 calories in one can of spam.
Okay, but you'll eat a Vienna sausage?
No, I won't. Who says I'll eat a Vienna sausage? Oh, yeah, that's what I'll do. That's
you
what
don't
I'm
eat
known
any
for.
canned meats?
I do not pop Vienna sausages into my yap. No, I don't. I don't go by. Where did you come up with that?
I thought you were a Vienna sausage guy.
You've known me for over 10 years.
Yes, I have. We've worked together for many years.
And when was the last time that you saw me walk into a store and say, got a Vienna?
It's affordable. I swear I've seen you buy a Vienna sausage.
You're hanging out with somebody else. You're hanging out with somebody that really enjoys a lot of canned meats, and it ain't me.
Well, listen, I like canned meats.
Okay.
All right. I just wanted to say that I apologize to this man who was shamelessly, put down by the TSA. And if you stand in solidarity with anyone who likes canned meats, 828-240-1059, because you know what?
Nobody eats canned meats.
There is somebody. And you might be in work right now, but that's okay.
Yes.
Tell your boss that you need to step outside. I just need one canned meat guy or gal. I just need one.
Okay.
That's it. Y'all called about a mouth harp. All right, I'm sorry that you care about the stupid mouth harp, but nobody cares about canned meats?
No, no human with a conscience. Canned meats get purchased, and they just sit there. They don't get purchased. They sit on the counter, and you just walk past them like in the supermarket.
You know what?
They've been there for 5 years because nobody buys canned meats.
The apocalypse is going to come, and you're going to wish you were a more open-minded guy.
Yeah, and you'll die short after that, after eating all your canned meats, you moose.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show has been out everywhere, trying food, going to breweries, concerts, and having fun. And they make us sit here in the same spot every morning. So we'll do our best. Hey, we'd rather be at Papa some beer, too. More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show next on 105.9 The Mountain.
105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. Just before 6 o'clock, about 5:52, someone just had to chime in about spam, Jeff. Is that what it is?
Couldn't help himself. Had to talk canned meats.
All right, canned meats. What do you got?
Okay, it's Mark chiming in.
Yep.
You're going to tell me you've never eaten a tuna salad sandwich.
I have not. I do not eat apple core. I'm not a fan.
Okay, because a lot of people eat tuna, and it comes from a can. As Vienna sausages go, those are just downright nasty.
Well, you don't like the Vienna? The Viennas are good. You fry them up on the grill and everything.
Yeah, you fry up Viennas on the grill? No, you don't.
Yeah, you roll them up. You make Viennas in a blanket.
No. To me, a Vienna sausage is a hot dog's red-headed stepchild. Nobody wants that crap.
Oh.
But as far as spam goes, occasionally spam and eggs for breakfast is a nice little way to start your day.
Okay,
so spam and eggs start your day.
It's the breakfast of champions, huh?
Spam and eggs.
Yeah.
Spam and eggs, the breakfast of champions. Well, I mean, listen, Mark, you are the original 5 a.m. club member. I'm going to take your word for it. When was the last time you had spam and eggs?
Yesterday morning for breakfast.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at you.
Look at Mark.
We had spam and eggs and some hash browns and grits and some nice toast, and it was a wonderful morning.
Wow. What a Sunday.
Wow. Mark, that sounds like a Sunday. No wonder you're so jazzed Monday, huh?
Yeah, pretty much, because I got all that sodium pumping through my veins from all that spam.
All right, Mark, listen, you have a good day. Thanks for checking in, okay, buddy?
All right. Have a good one, gentlemen.
Have a good one, buddy. There it is. Sodium swimming through his veins.
That's it, baby. Clog those arteries.
Here's a little CCR. My God. Talking canned meats. We're talking spam, Vienna sausages, all kind of canned meats.
Yeah, a guy was popped at an airport. He's going viral for having hundreds of cans of spam. And then me and you got into it. I don't think a lot of people eat canned meats.
Well, you know what? Let's give it to the people. Myron, canned meats and spam. What do you think, my friend?
Oh, my goodness. Nothing better than a spam sandwich.
Thank you.
Extra mayo on it. Potted meat. We used to go fishing, and I always take a can of potted and some crackers.
Okay.
Yes. And meat. Works for me.
So, works for you, right?
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Anytime, all the time.
Oh, right. Man. Look at that.
Nothing like mayo and spam.
Spam, man.
Yeah.
I love a good spam, man.
Angioplasty on the way. That's it.
Listen.
Hey, they can fix it. I can eat it.
That's right, baby. I love it. Do me a favor. I appreciate you. Who do we got here? Hello, 105.9 The Mountain.
Hey, good morning. It is Keith.
What do you got, buddy?
What up, Keith?
I was calling in about your canned meat stuff. I love potted meat. The canned potted meat.
I love potted meat.
You're the second call on potted meats, Keith.
Yeah, and then for breakfast, you have to have the canned hog brains. Fry them up with some scrambled eggs. That's good stuff.
Now, where do you get canned hog brains? Are you just yanking our chains over there?
No, Engel sells it.
Really? Where? What section is canned hog brains in?
The same section with your Vienna sausages and your potted meat.
Okay.
So, what do you do? Do you make a sandwich? What do you do? Do you do like a Vienna sausage and brain sandwich? What do you do?
I actually open the can up, dump it out, brown it up in my pan, and then eat it with scrambled eggs.
Now that sounds good. Listen. Am I alone here that potted...
weird and crazy, but it's really delicious.
It's not weird and crazy, man. You like potted meats. You like canned meats. That's good. I listen. I love you for it. Thank you for reaching out and just expressing your appreciation for potted meats today.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
All right, you have a great day.
You know how to eat a hearty breakfast.
Yeah. Well, let's Linda, potted meats. What do you got, girl?
Well, I have spent a lot of time on the Hawaiian Islands, and I have eaten Spam woostabes, which are delicious, and it's very popular there.
What is sand woospies or whatever it is? What?
So they take seaweed sheets, and they put it down, and then they take a form, and they put sticky rice in it. And then they cook their Spam in like a teriyaki sauce. Wow. And then they pour the teriyaki sauce on it, wrap it in seaweed, and eat it.
Seaweed and Spam.
I'll tell you what.
Thanks, Linda.
You know what, Linda?
No, I'm telling you.
I know you are.
Tell them, Linda. Yeah. Tell them to Spam it, right?
Yeah, you got to try it. It's actually really delicious.
I know.
It's hot. The rice and the meat. It's very good.
Hey, Linda, why don't you cook? Why don't you cook it for me one day?
I can make you a Spam woostabee.
Oh, all right.
Oh boy.
Listen,
I might bring Jeff to visit you. All right, Linda.
You got it.
All right. Take it easy. Appreciate it. All right, let's get one more in here. I can't believe I told you that the Potted Meat Club's coming out. Hello.
Hey, guys. What's going on this morning? This is David Hoyt.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, hey, this thing about the Spam, that's the best thing in the world.
Ain't nothing like a Spam, right? How do you Spam?
Oh, man, you take a piece of Spam and some pepper jack cheese and make a hot sandwich out of it in the morning.
There's not, and am I right that you could fry it, you could slice it, you could cook it, you could put it with noodles, you could put it on bread, you could do anything, you could put eggs with it, right?
Oh, yeah, Spam and hash browns.
Oh boy.
And is it not just canned ham?
Basically, yeah, it's the leftover pieces that are ground up.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Right?
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right. Dave.
Dave, we appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for calling in this morning, okay?
All right, we'll see you guys.
All right, take it
Dave.
easy. Well, there you go, Jeff. The Spam people have spoken. Asheville has spoken, and they said, "Spam me, Daddy. Spam me."
They said, "Spam me, Daddy."
Spam me, Daddy.
I didn't hear that part, but okay. All right.
It's the Rizzo and Jeff Show. We'll be right back. 828-240-1059. Do you want to be a Spam Daddy?
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One loves Frasier, and the other's still into wrestling. Who's who? Find out more interesting tidbits about them every morning, right here on 105.9 The Mountain.
105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. You have the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 6:13, and it's about that time, opening audio, and let's get right to it. Some big news in the world of rock and roll over the weekend.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, so, okay, Aerosmith, I guess, decided to call it quits after 54 years. Steven Tyler had a vocal cord injury, but I guess the full statement was there is really no chance at a full vocal cord recovery, which, again, legendary band, legendary songs, legendary careers, Hall of Famers.
Big loss. It's a big loss.
Yeah, I mean, they're great. But you've reached the pinnacle when Sammy Hagar takes time to stop the show and speak about you. And if you're not familiar, Sammy Hagar, I Can't Drive 55, also a former lead singer of Van Halen when it became Van Hagar. All right. And this is kind of what he had to say about Steven Tyler. And I think it's a little ironic because he sounds, maybe it's just me, Jeff, he sounds hoarse.
Well, look, who knows how long he's been torn,
About the same amount of
time. All right, but, it is what it is. I mean, look, those guys, it's so hard for them because they know nothing else. It's like a drug to be out there and on stage and that kind of thing. So
it's like doing this. It's like we can't do anything else.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
You ride it till the wheels fall off, and so that's what they all did. And that's basically what Steven Tyler did. And he hit it hard through a lot of years, and, and it's just time, and it's all right.
Well, to put it into perspective, 54 years they have been touring together as the band as currently constituted. I mean, think about it, that is more than a half century. That is more than the average human's lifetime up until 1979. That's quite a feat. Right. But anyway, this is what Hagar had to say.
Yeah, Aerosmith called retirement today. They quit. They stopped. What a great loss. One of the times in 1973, we were opening for Aerosmith, and we didn't know who they were.
By the way, that was 54 years ago.
Right.
Okay.
And they sold out Cobo Hall, and I'm going, who are these guys, right? We did our show, we did an encore, and we played Helter Skelter for our encore, right? And Aerosmith comes on, and they opened with Helter Skelter. Steven and I have been friends ever since. Long story short, we love those guys. It's a sad thing, but honest to God, my hat goes off to one of the greatest rock and roll singers of all time, Mr. Steven Tyler, for saying, I can't sing anymore, I quit. That's honorable. That's honorable. The day I can't sing anymore, I will do the same thing, and that's what a lot of other should have did a long time ago.
Now, there is some truth to that. I think some people maybe, and I bring him up. I've brought this up on this show before. Van Morrison. It's kind of a letdown when you go see Van.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you've talked about that.
I was really upset about it.
Yeah.
It was expensive. He sang for 30 minutes. Yeah, and then he was tuckered out. He wanted to take a nap.
Didn't have it anymore, huh?
Didn't have it anymore.
Yeah.
So, it's a great career. Congratulations. And, when Sammy Hagar stops down to talk about you, you've made it.
That's how they know they finally made it, huh?
I tell you, it has nothing to do with record sales.
Okay.
Doesn't have anything to do with the bank account. Doesn't have anything to do with hits, gold records, platinum albums. Nothing. It's when Sammy Hagar stops.
All right. I'll make that note.
So when Hagar recognizes the Rizzo and Jeff show, we've officially made it.
Well, we've done some good things if that's the case, all right? It'll never happen, so move on.
No.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
Okay, Taco Bell. We've all been to the Bell of Taco, and we've noticed, Jeff and I have talked about this on the show, the increase in prices is, quite frankly, astounding. Just in any walk of life, whether it's milk, whether it's eggs, whether it's fast food. I mean, I think McDonald's raised their prices, I think it was 100% since 2020 or something like that.
Right, yeah, it's just everywhere it's happening, yeah.
So this woman, Jeff, goes to Taco Bell, and she gets something for her and her husband. Now, is it the fact that it was $51 that's the problem, or is it the fact that her husband seems to really enjoy a nice taco?
Listen. I think when she rattles off the order that you're going to hear, $51, that's a lot of money to be spending at Taco Bell, okay? That's one. Two, I don't think that we're given the full order here. It sounds like a lot. Generally, if you just get like the $5 box or the $7 box, whatever they have 2 of those now. You can build your own, whatever it is. 3 or 4 things, maybe max 3 things. Some of the nachos, and the cheese
get the
things.
chips for free.
You Baja Blast it and you move on, right? And it sounds like this guy just can't help himself.
Well, this is what she said.
I just got Taco Bell for the hubby and I. It was $51. I'm sorry, what? When I was in high school, me and my best friend ate Taco Bell every day. We get a chili cheese burrito, a nachos, and a small Mountain Dew. And it was like $3. My husband got like 6 tacos.
Wait, 6 tacos.
6 tacos.
All right, hold on. 6 tacos.
I got 2 tacos, 2 Cholitos, and then the new Cheez-It thing. I literally rolled up to the window to pay. And I told her, I said, my bank is probably going to text me and ask me if I really just spent $51 at Taco Bell.
Okay, that was cute. Here's the thing. She said 6 tacos. I don't believe that to be the case. I'm looking at the menu now. They do have a large cheesy gordita crunch.
Okay, but how much is a regular taco? It can't be more
$1.29.
$1.29, right? So
like you just get
those.
a taco,
right? So 6 tacos, and she wanted to go with the fancy Cheez-It thing.
Okay,
but
and
still.
that I know how much that costs. Okay, that if you get the box, right, and that comes with that and a hard shell, a soft shell taco, and it comes with a chalupa thing, that's still $13.99. So when she says her husband wanted 6 tacos. This man did not want just 6 tacos. He wanted, I'm talking some thick boys. I mean,
is that what he specifically said? He said, give me a thick boy?
He said, honey.
I want the thick boys.
He said, honey, don't come home until you get me not 1, not 2, but 6.
6 thickies.
Some thick boys.
Okay. So is he the guy that creates his own taco? He's at that point. He rolls up and they know his voice. Oh, hi, Dave. Dave's back.
Hey, Dave. All right, we want 6 thick boys. You got 6 thick boys over here.
Oh, Dave, don't worry. We had them made 10 minutes ago for you. We knew you were coming. Yeah.
No sleep till The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other's life fell to pieces and his fiance is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. And Jeff, a very, very scary secret admirer. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is very bizarre.
Yeah, well, look, secret admirers, I think I'd actually had one way back in the day, okay? Back when, very much my younger years, I had one, and sometimes they could get a little creepy. But what happened to this poor guy? I got to tell you, it feels like it's just getting a little too close for comfort for him.
So I think it's because it's all about the TikTok, and TikTok can be fun, right? I mean, if you look up 105.9 The Mountain on TikTok, you'll see we do a lot of fun stuff. I was electrocuting myself yesterday, all that stuff, but I don't get crazy. And if I have somebody send me a message, which doesn't happen very often, secret admirer message, I just delete.
Yeah? Okay.
Now I haven't got one yet, but I assume that's what I would do.
One day when it comes. See, you always think that. At first you go, wow, a secret admirer. And then when they start to find out where you live, where you eat, where you shop. Oh,
what you're wearing? So wait, pictures of you from high school like that? It gets weird.
Oh, I was buying a roast at Ingles, huh? Yeah, right. Those types of things. Yeah,
I didn't know you like toppy toes on your roast.
Right.
So this is what happened to this poor guy. And honestly, what would you do in this situation? It's weird.
I have a secret admirer, and they leave a note on my windshield every single day when I go to work. And I wanted to leave one back and be like, look, I'm sorry, I have a girlfriend, I'm not interested. And I didn't, and I wish I did earlier, because this is getting out of hand. I love watching you from a distance, but dream of what you would smell like up close.
Oh.
This is getting weird.
It's nice.
I I love that you were so confident to drive such a girly car.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty good.
It's my sister's car, so it makes sense it's a girly car. Mm-hmm. This is getting out of hand. No, they topped it. This is a picture of me with my ex-girlfriend in high school. Covered the face with the word secret admirer on it and said that should be me. Honestly, I was worried if they were going to follow me home. I decided, you know what, let me just get home. But yeah, so I think they're going to let me work remote the rest of the week. And yeah, I'm concerned. I'm going to the police. I'm probably not going to be posting from now on. I think this is it. I'm definitely uneasy and yeah.
Now,
okay. Wow.
Now listen, I think he's taking this all wrong. First off, I got to be honest with you. Maybe he's a good-looking Lothario.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I myself, not being a Lothario, might appreciate. Now granted, we have somebody who calls and always invites us over to her home for natural ice.
Yeah, she wants a natty ice party with us on Fridays.
Yeah.
This is sounding very bizarre. The fact that this guy, is being stalked like this, and I think the problem is that it's probably pretty close to home for somebody that could see him all the time. It could possibly be the next door neighbor, Bill. Okay.
Now, my question, where is Bill getting his high school photo?
Listen.
Where is Bill getting the high school picture?
Listen, you can do just about anything you want to do these days. Now, it's possible that Bill was the janitor of the high school at one time.
That's what I'm thinking. If it's Bill, then Bill has to have access to the archives of high school.
Right.
Bill needs high school archives. So whoever this person is has high school archive access. And they're posting love notes.
Well, Bill found it quite manly that he would drive such an effeminate car. That's the one thing.
I think that's kind of the giveaway. Yeah. Like I find your confidence amazing. That you would drive such a girly car. Now he at least has a car. Right now I don't really have one. Well, so,
I'll tell you what, it's Bill when you just take a look at the windows of Bill's house and the blinds, and you know how there's just one little section of the blind cut out so that Bill can just peep,
AKA Jeff's house?
Huh?
AKA Jeff's house, the constant neighbor peeper.
Listen.
You know everything that's happening. How's that Bill's house?
My name's Jeff, not Bill. Okay.
Does gassing up a lawnmower excite you? Or do you say things like, this really grinds my gears, man? Well, the Rizzo and Jeff Show is the right show for you. Find us on all socials, 105.9 The Mountain, and by searching Rizzo and Jeff Show on all podcast platforms.
105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 643. Jeff, a lot of stuff going on in the world of news over the past few days, huh?
Yeah, it has been a little busy. We'll be talking about the Second Gentleman. We'll be talking about the Olympics. But we do want to give a special shout-out to retired Marshall Police Chief Thomas Michael Boone, who lost his life in a crash, and it looks like it was a stolen vehicle, and that happened Friday night. So thoughts and prayers right there go out to his family.
Yeah, absolutely. So the JNN brought to you by Train Heating and Cooling Systems. They are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you, because we all run together. All you got to do is go to traininfo.com. That's where you're going to find your local independent train dealer. That's traininfo.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
It's time for the JNN, the Jeff News Network, with all the news, important information, and local things that you want to know. It won't be here, but hey, they try, so here's the JNN on 105.9 The Mountain now.
Yeah, got some gold medals that came down the pipe. A big shout out to Kristen Falker. She shocked everybody by taking the gold medal in the road race event. So this win actually is cycling. Breaks a 4-decade drought for the Americans in the event. The last time that somebody had won it was back in 1984. So
really?
It's been a long time since somebody had won that. So that was something that was pretty cool as well. And the more we see Simone Biles tear it up, she doesn't rule out 2028. For the Olympics yet.
Do we know how old she'll be? I mean, she'll be She'll be in her 30s, I think. I'll tell you this. Here's the problem. I have some audio here, and the problem is, again...
She's 27. Yeah, so you're right. Yeah.
Too much trumpets.
Again.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, man. It's just, we don't need all this. Just say it.
Simone Biles. There it is. Biles and Jade Carey.
And Olympic champion, Simone Biles.
Golden again. Simone Biles, and we're not done.
So, I mean, they obviously don't believe that she's done winning gold medals. She's one of the best, if not the best, gymnasts / athletes of all time. But 7 golds, Jeff.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. It's you gotta do the George Costanza and go out on top. You know what I mean? You gotta leave the room on top of everything. Because it's going to be hard, I think, at 30-something years old.
Are you talking about, like, her going, like, Costanza?
No, you leave the room. You leave it on a joke, on a high note. You leave the room on top, right, at all times. So that's what it is. So get out on top. What happens? You show back up in your 30s, and then...
Then you got to slip everyone a Mickey.
Yeah, right.
And you're slipping everyone a Mickey.
That?
So you can win.
That's the plan. You got her 30-year-old Olympic plans.
31-year-old Olympics. Yeah, she got to slip a Mickey.
Roof and all for her?
Yeah. Well, he said it too. He wanted to slip his boss a Mickey.
Okay. All right. Well, you can't do it to other Olympians. Doing those things in the Olympics, trying to take out your opponent, never went well for some.
Okay.
All right.
The most trusted source for useless information.
Who is your source? I need to know your source.
The JNN. Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
So there was an Olympian, a track star, and her name is Kendall Ellis. And back in the U.S. track trials in June, there was a semi-panic in her life, okay? She got stuck inside of a port-a-potty. All right. And
I was wondering if you were going to talk about that.
For over 10 minutes, she was trying to get somebody's attention, and nobody was listening. And, you think the 10 minutes doesn't seem like a long time, but when you're in there, and it's hot, and there's no way out of it, what torture. Well, what wound up happening for her is that she wound up scoring a toilet paper sponsorship with Charmin.
Because
she got stuck in a port-a-potty. There's nothing more fearful than that. She says it was terrifying of being stuck in the port-a-potty. I don't like small spaces. Being stuck in one is actually one of my greatest fears. Elevators, porta-potties, and water slides. I told you that I'm not the only one. There's somebody else out there that's one of their fears. Think about that.
So, and I see why you put this in here to prove a point that you're not the only one afraid of a porta potty. Here's my bigger question. 10 minutes, nobody heard her.
Well, she said she was good.
She
like
was
I told
screaming.
At about the 5-minute mark is when the panic started to set in.
So then do people walk by just thinking you're having a really difficult time in there?
Rough go.
Like, think about it. You're like,
right.
Oh, please!
Right.
No, please help!
Right.
They just walk by and go, wow, this Olympian's had some tacos.
First off, where's she getting those tacos that she's screaming bloody murder? There's a lot of bad things happening in there.
That's what I mean.
Nobody's coming over to help at that point.
Someone going, ah!
Yeah. Good luck.
From Asheville to... Well, that's pretty much all they can handle right now. It's time for the least trusted news network in town. But they are new. The Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
I'm picturing that. I'm sorry.
Well, and finally, somebody who was making them scream. The Second Gentleman.
Oh, speaking of...
Yeah. Please, do you really believe that? Doug Emhoff acknowledges an affair during his first marriage. Now,
during not to Mamala.
Okay. So I guess a story had come out. Daily Mail had reported that he had a relationship with one of his then young daughter's teachers, which resulted in the end of his first marriage. So he admitted to it. He said, during my first marriage, him and his wife at the time went through some tough times. on the account of his actions. He took responsibility in the year since. We've worked through these things as a family and have come out stronger on the other side. So, what's it,
Doug, listen, I and this is what I will say. Mamala was somebody who, if you don't know,
did the same thing.
What was his name? Willie Brown?
Yeah, he was married, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And so if you have interfered in someone's marriage and then you are someone who, I guess, straight outside the marriage, do you believe that Doug has stepped outside on Mamala at any point?
You watch Dr. Phil. If you ever watch a little Phil McGraw,
okay.
he will tell you that the probability rises. Now it's both of you that have done it, right? So the probability rises. I'm sure there's eyes on him when he's hanging out there at the the palace, what is it, the observatory where they live.
Is it the Naval? The Naval Observatory. That's right.
That's where the vice president lives. So I'm sure there's some peepers on him, but he seems like a slippery Pete. Yeah.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show is Asheville's newest morning show. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rocks. Boy, Johnny on the phone. Johnny, what's up, my man?
What's going on, you bunch of pantsels?
Pantsels, we're here just pantsing away. Talk about Taco Bell and craziness.
Yeah, man, I'm going to work, and the frog, I'll tell you, I'm still trying to figure out what them boys are writing on them signs, why they think you got to know to slow down or dent the frog ahead. I told you at one time, why can't they put something else up there?
What, you talking about on them work signs on 26 or 40?
Yeah, just them big old signs, information signs. They could put down, hey, have a nice day, we love you, something like that.
You know what? Maybe that's what we should do. Me, you, and Jeff should partner with the local city government and get them to, instead of giving you warnings about potential danger or people working in death, just, hey, have a good day, or rock out to AC/DC, bro. You know what I mean?
Even though it's froggy, keep it between the mayonnaise and the mustard.
Right,
why can't they write that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then when you go over yonder on 26, they got this sign that's got these blue lights on it, and they flash all the time. Well, everybody knows, man, it's been going on for 2 years. Everybody knows what it is. It ain't the law out there. It's just a darn sign with blue flashing lights. I mean, what the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, how much did I pay for that?
You know what? You seem frustrated this morning on a Monday, Johnny.
No, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Hey, you got any questions or anything you need schooled on this morning?
You know what? No, I'll tell you what. I will say this. If someone accidentally, starts doing your roof, but they were supposed to do your neighbors, you telling them or you taking the free roof?
I'm probably looking up there and say, hey, you want something cold to drink?
That's right. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff, we were just talking to Johnny about if somebody were to maybe, mistakenly start ripping apart his roof and, putting it back on, if he would, let them know that they were doing the wrong house. Johnny's response was, hey, let me offer. I think he said I'll offer them a cold drink.
Yeah,
is that what he said?
Rizzo, you're talking about $15,000 probably around that to do a roof these days. So if they start to see, I wonder at that point if you stop them halfway through. For anybody that does roofing, like what if you went and did this? Do you pay for it? In this situation, you'll hear what happened here, but I don't know if that's standard practice. If something like this happens, I would think you would have to just finish it and be done with it, right?
They
can't just leave.
Right, but you can't just also just say what Johnny said, which was,
I'm probably looking up there and say, hey, you want something cold to drink?
That's right. You can't do that either, right?
Want to bet?
Well, the reason we're talking about this is because this happened, and this woman was kind of aghast at what to do, and And this is, she woke up one day and there were people ripping her roof apart, and she learned something new about a house.
When do you tell the people that this is not the house that ordered a roof? Basically, we woke up one morning. It was our day off, so we shouldn't have been woken up very early, and all of a sudden there's so much banging and everything on our ceiling, or on the roof, I mean, and there's things flying off the roof. There's a guy on a ladder, and it was crazy. There's wood, apparently, that goes into, like, the under part of a roof. I don't have my roofing certification, so I don't really know what goes into that, but so when they come to a house that doesn't actually order the roof, and they do all that, you get a half-price discount.
Okay, so she didn't realize that there was wood underneath of the roof, so I assume she just believed that shingles sat atop.
Just by themselves.
Right. The attic.
Right.
A house is made of wood oftentimes.
Right.
Wooden beams or 2x4s, or what are they called? Those skinny, not 2x4s, you know what I'm talking about? Planks.
Plywood and stuff. But what if you don't have the money to pay for half of it? It's not that you didn't do anything. You didn't ask them to do it.
Okay, but then again, she's in there making a video with them banging and clanging. Like, again, just even in the first 5 seconds, you can hear the clanging and banging.
When do you tell the people that this is not the house that ordered a roof? Basically, we woke up.
Like, you could just hear them clanging and banging, right? So, and listen, we have tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. This is it. This is the final week where we have 4 packs of tickets to Soaky Mountain, okay? We had like 4 people call before 6 o'clock. We had, people calling us when we were talking about, hefty tacos. But I'll be honest with you. Should she pay half or at least for the materials? Look, I'll be real with you. You get a new roof for half the price. Yes, that person made a mistake, but you should at least reimburse them for the materials.
No, you should not. I didn't tell you to come do this to my house.
I understand that, but it was a genuine mistake.
Well, there's a couple genuine mistakes you can make, but that one, what if I don't have $7,500 or $7,000 or $6,000, $5,000?
Okay, well, what if you don't? So then what they're going to do is then they have to replace all the new stuff by putting your old roof back on. The guy has to be out $7,500?
That's not my problem. It's the guy that the simplest of things when you are a roofer is to know the exact house that you're going to do this on. I mean, come on.
There's got to be people who are roofers or working in the roofing industry. Now, today it's a little froggy out, as Johnny might say. Maybe the weather's not cooperating. They call it a roofer's holiday, especially with the rain. But I would assume that there are some people that would, instead of making a TikTok video, you might go and say, howdy doody.
I'm going to let you finish, okay? Or at least get close to finishing. And
how close?
It's close enough so that you have to complete the task.
So you would let them rip off all the old shingles?
Sure, because after they get them off, and they could come off pretty quick if you've ever seen them do it. So as they all come up, boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's like they could get it done. Now that everything's up, you're going to have to then replace them.
They got to clean up the yard.
I'll clean up the yard. Okay.
Is that your compromise?
That's my compromise.
So you will clean up the shingles. You'll rent the dumpster. You'll do that.
You got it.
Okay, so then you're going to spend $3,000.
No way.
Yes, you are. Do you know how much it is to rent a dumpster for $3,000? It's a huge dumpster to put a roof full of shingles in.
You get one of those bag things that you can sit up. I don't even know.
It's a bagster in a bag. Do you know how many bagster in a bags that you're going to need?
It doesn't matter. Anything will be better than whatever half of the roof will be, right? So at some point you got to concede. But,
so you're telling me that this person's genuine mistake, they now have to eat the money that they are now going to put. You don't at least reimburse them for something. You don't give them nothing because they made a mistake.
You messed up the roof. You fix the roof. That's just how it is. Sorry. That's it. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yes.
That's a hefty one to make. All right.
Listen, 828-240-1059. We got tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. Do you think that it's fair that this woman decided to, instead of going outside and doing the right thing, okay, to do this and make this video.
When do you tell the people that this is not the house that ordered a roof? Basically, we woke up one morning.
You go now.
It was our day off, so we shouldn't have been woken up very early, and all of a sudden there's so much banging and everything on our ceiling, or on the roof, I mean.
Okay.
And there's things flying off the roof. There's a guy on a ladder, and it was crazy. There's wood, apparently, that goes into, like, the under part of a roof.
Yeah, there's wood.
Listen,
so there you go.
Listen,
You know.
Go back to sleep, okay? Let it be. Take some NyQuil. You won't know what's happening.
Be.
And don't go out there. Don't do anything. Do a Jeffy. Jeffy wouldn't do anything. Jeffy's staying inside.
Jeffy's getting a new roof?
Jeffy's getting a new roof for sure, yeah.
That's ridiculous. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello, good morning.
Well, I say the company eats it.
Really?
I totally agree.
Why?
I totally agree.
100%. Yeah.
They eat the roof?
Yeah. It was their mistake.
Okay, fair enough. But what if they said, listen, I get it, our mistake. Just can you reimburse us for the materials?
No, that's not my problem.
No. I work for a company that delivers packages. If I go to a house and I deliver the wrong package, that's my fault. I have to go with it and take it to the right place. That's my fault.
Yeah, you know what? Do me a favor. Hang on. You are qualified for Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up?
Hey, man, just commenting on that stuff, man. You order a meal somewhere and it comes to you wrong, you don't pay for half of it.
I hear you, but here's my thing, man. Like, I mean, a roof is a lot different than, I don't know.
Parm?
A chicken parm. A roof's a lot different than a sandwich. You know what I mean? That's like $15,000.
I understand. But the sleep's valuable, too.
But so what you're telling me is you wouldn't even offer them labor? Nothing?
Nope. They made the mistake. They come out there and estimated the job, laid the materials out, and then the people show up and do the job, and there was the wrong house. Come on, guys.
I know. Come on. The simplest of things. Hang on the line, buddy. 1 second.
Hang on the line. We appreciate it. 105.9 The Mountain. Good morning. Hello.
Hi. That's why they have insurance, so that they can cover things like that.
Wait, so the insurance covers stuff like that?
It will, because of the fact that they've made a mistake. The insurance covers their mistakes. We actually had our own business where we did gutters.
Okay.
My husband showed up there, and he realized that his crew was taking the gutters down off of the wrong house.
Oh.
And they weren't even home. And so we had to file it against our insurance. We had to finish the job, and then we had to go on to the next house to do their correct job.
Okay, so there is insurance. So then theoretically, like, you wouldn't be mad if the person said, I'm not paying you for this job?
No, not at all. Your mistake, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
That is exactly general liability insurance.
Wow. You play stupid games, you win stupid. Hold on. You are qualified for those Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. Let's get a couple more in here, and then we have to take a break. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello. Good morning. Oh, let me try that. 105.9. Good morning. How are you?
Good. You?
Good. What's going on, buddy? What do you think?
Yeah. No, that's 100% their fault.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to... I mean, a roof is $15,000, these days. That's about probably what it's going for, depending. You want half of it because you messed up? That's $7,500.
No, it's their fault. So I did roofing for 6 years, and that's a big mistake on the workers' part. So, but a lot of the times the company, they'll have like their own differences and whatnot. They can kind of beat that and be able to make something back out of it.
So let me ask you. You said, and I'm sorry, your phone was cutting out. You said you roofed for 6 years. So let me tell you, you do the wrong house. You're not going to get paid, but you're going to eat the money. It just is what it is.
Pretty much, the company will eat the money on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm stunned. Do me a favor. Hang on. You're qualified for those Sookie Mountain Water Park tickets. We'll be right back. No, there can't
Told
be.
you.
Not everyone can be this cheap.
That's it.
Not everyone
Yes,
can
you
be
can.
a Jeffy.
Do a Jeffy.
Don't do a Jeffy!
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059. Coming up on 1059 The Mountain.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock. We got Brian on the phone. Brian wants to weigh in on this topic, and hopefully he's a little nicer of a person. Brian, you're up.
Yeah, it seems to me that if you wake up and you hear people on your roof and you see somebody coming up on the ladder, all those things going on, if you don't walk out and say, hey, what the heck's going on out there? What are you guys doing? And start asking questions, and you let it go on, you need to pay for it. You need to be responsible for it. But if you don't see it and you're not there and you come home and it's like, what the heck's going on? That's a different story.
Okay. All right. See, I buy that. I agree with that. You don't, if you're home and you're making a TikTok, that's on you. But if you come home and then you're like, what's this? That's not on you. But this lady makes a TikTok video and then she's complaining because the guy wants her to pay for it.
Well, she did say, it kind of woke her up. So they had been going and stuff was coming off the roof,
But yeah, I mean, she could have easily gone out and said, I tell you what, anytime somebody's on my roof, whether I wake up or in the middle of the night or whatever, I'm going to go out and go, what the heck's going on?
Right.
I'm going to ask questions.
Why are you on my roof? Right.
Yeah, and if you see stuff flying off your roof, like, what the heck? You just got to, it just doesn't make sense to me. That to me sounds like someone's just sitting there waiting for something to happen and go, oh, we're going to get this for free.
She was waiting for a free roof.
Let me tell you something. She was pulling a Jeffy. That's what we called here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show, a Jeffy, waiting for a freebie. That's what she was doing. Thank you for being honorable today, sir. Do me a favor. Hang on for 1 second. We'll get your information. Don't go anywhere. So much more of the Rizzo and Jeff Show coming up, including a man who loves hair, Jeff. I mean, really, really loves hair, Jeff.
And he means really, really, really loves hair.
Like irreformably loves hair.
Like when he says hair, I like it a lot.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One loves Frasier, and the other's still into wrestling. Who's who? Find out more interesting tidbits about them every morning.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock. You are listening to the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff, do you like hair?
Well, look, I'm not somebody that dislikes hair. I don't look for a reason to dislike hair.
Do you like hair enough to love it?
I mean, it's not like I'm a hair lover.
Okay.
It's not like I go hair me.
Hair you?
I don't think about it all the time. Sometimes I go, all right, let me go for the manly look. Other times, let me be slick as a seal. It's not like it's not like something that I think about constantly. No, hair is not always on my mind, if that's where you're headed.
So I'm looking out at Patton Avenue. There's a ton of people on the road. So I want you to think, if this happens to you,
what do you do?
Your wife,
right,
or your daughter, what would you do?
A teen is stunned after a shopping trip is interrupted by an assault.
Police say the suspect licked her. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart is live in Douglas County at Arbor Place Mall. Kevin, this is disturbing.
Allegedly licked and sucked this young woman's hair. It happened here at Arbor Place Mall around this time of day, after 3 p.m.
That's weird. I don't know. I don't know of anybody that licks hair.
But that is exactly what Douglasville police allege this man did. 35-year-old Devon Davis at Arbor Place Mall Tuesday afternoon.
That person shouldn't be around other people.
Douglas County's Arbor Place Mall is one of the larger shopping destinations in West Georgia, attracting people regionally, including the Shower family from Alabama.
But I can tell you, I would keep my distance from him and keep my wife and kids away from him for sure.
Police tell us Davis walked up to an 18-year-old woman, a stranger, touched her shoulder and began licking and sucking her hair.
I think that's gross.
and I think I would have responded in a way that I probably would have been in jail today.
The suspect is charged with simple assault and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. All right, now bond was set at $2,000. He's already bonded out. One of the conditions of the bond, he has to stay away from the Arbor Place Mall. Going live in Doug.
Okay. Here, let's
$2,000.
Okay.
That's it.
So that's $200. So he bonds out on $200. Now here's the bigger issue. Okay, one of the conditions is that he can't go to the mall. Okay, so it's the only place there's hair, Jeff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the only place there's hair, and if you love hair to the extent that you're going up to strangers and eating it. Just
sucking it and licking it.
Well, see, here's the thing: you go up, you sniff, you put it in your mouth, you munch, you munge,
right,
you give it a lick, you eat it. What's to stop you? I mean, you have to be confined. You can't go to Olive Garden. You can't go to the Cookout. You can't go to Blossoming and get yourself. You know what I mean? You can't do any of those things.
Licking hair at Blossoming.
Licking hair at Blossoming. What are you doing?
When you're a hair licker and sucker,
go to Vapor World, try to get some vape. You can't do that.
You know where the best hair is, okay? It just is what it is. So you know you had. This is not a first time hair licker.
This isn't a first lick,
right? You know where the best hair is. So So when you go to do it, you know exactly where it's at. So this mall, this location, maybe you get dressed up, you go to the mall. Some people still do that. Want to look good for the mall. Other place. He's not going to Walmart. He's not going to Wally World to lick hair. So he knows the spots. Trust me. He has a layout. All right.
Arbor Place has 3 salons.
Okay.
Inside of said mall.
That's it. That's the reason.
Okay. Now here's the thing. So would not a better condition be to maybe stay away from any places where people would have copious amounts of hair? Like I'm thinking like Sports Clips, probably not his spot. Or what if he hung out at a barbershop, waited for them to throw out the hair, and then he had maybe a little taste of hair?
It sounds like ladies' hair that he enjoys, okay? So just from this story. So I don't think he wants any parts of my Just for Men do. Okay? I got to tell you, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want it.
They spoke to shopper Dan Shower.
Danny got licked?
Danny Shower got licked.
Oh, Dan.
Dan Shower says, I don't know anyone that licks hair, but it was bizarre.
Yeah.
Dan Shower.
Man, this guy doesn't care, does he? All right.
He's just getting all silly willy-nilly with that hair.
Oh, Dan the man.
Dan the man Shower.
Got hair licked. That's a tough one for a dude to deal with. Sorry, Dan.
Hey, it's the radio. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Wouldn't it suck if you had to pay for me? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. All this great music and the laughs, or tears, depending on where you land, on the Rizzo and Jeff Show, we'll never charge you to listen. We pay for enough stuff. We just want you to laugh and keep rocking. The Rizzo and Jeff Show.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. RFK Jeff, the gift that keeps on giving. I never thought there would be somebody as giving as, maybe like a Rosie, a Roseanne, even a Whoopi. But this guy just seems to find himself in some of the most bizarre situations I've ever heard.
Look, so he was here. I remember when his bus was here. I don't know if he was here, but his bus was here. They were trying to get signatures to get him on the ballot back in Mardi Gras. We were at the parade.
Yeah, we were at the parade. We saw his bus. We actually snuck on it and touched his big finger, which was on the side of the bus.
Yeah, but he just why is he in scenarios of this nature? And when this happens, why? Why do you do these things? Where is your mind when these? You'll hear what he did, and you're just going to think to yourself, what were you thinking?
Where were you? Where were you going? What were you thinking? So I'm going to play for you. RFK was having a brewski with Roseanne on her nut farm. Okay. By the way, sounds like a load of laughs. Yeah. And this was the discussion that they had. And I believe the caption was, go ahead, media, do with this what you will. So he's challenging the media. All right.
I was taking a group of people falconing up in Goshen, New York, up in the Hudson Valley. And I was supposed to meet them there at like maybe 8 or 9. I was driving up maybe, really early, like 7. And that woman in a van in front of me hit a bear and killed it. Every day it was in the press.
Now, I know he sounds like he's smoking Winston, so let me fill you in.
Right.
RFK, to this point, has said that he was with friends. And as such, he and his friends were driving and they saw somebody that hit a bear. Now, unfortunately, because they hit a bear, they saw somebody hit a bear, the bear died. Now, he thought of a really funny ha-ha moment. And now he's with Roseanne telling her this funny ha-ha moment.
Woman in a van in front of me hit a bear and killed it. Every day it was in the press. And so I thought, I wasn't drinking, of course, but people were drinking with me who thought this was a good idea. And I said, I had an old bike in my car that somebody asked me to get rid of it. I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike. Funny for people.
Okay, so if you didn't understand Mr. Winston smoking cigarettes over here, what he said was someone hit a bear. Okay, the bear was dead on the side of the road. He decided to pick it up and put it in his car. And he said, it would be really a hootenanny.
Yeah.
It would really be a knee slapper. It would really make me smack my inner thighs.
How funny would this be? Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to take a dead bear, which, by the way, I don't know if it's dead. I'm not a veterinarian, so it could wake up and kill me. But I'm going to put a dead bear in the back of the car. And there's this bike. I don't want this bike. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a dead bear in the middle of Central Park.
In New York City.
In New York City. Now, how no one saw him do this, I'm not sure. Carries the dead bear to Central Park. Puts the bear there. However, he goes a step further, puts a helmet on the bear. Then, underneath the bear puts a 10-speed bicycle. Okay, so it looks as though the bear got into a bicycle accident. And the bear...
in the middle of New York.
In the middle of New York City was riding a bicycle and died.
Now, he says in this, as you heard, or if you didn't, he said...
We try. He sounds like he smokes.
He's a rough guy.
So
he said that he wasn't drinking, but everybody else was. Okay. Well, in that scenario there, RFK Jr., you're the sober one.
Right, you're the guy who's supposed to talk sense into these people.
So you tell them loading up a big dead bear and then
and you don't even know if it's dead. It could come to life. Do you not remember Tommy Boy?
And then doing that, right, and then taking it to Central Park, which is always busy all the time. No matter what time of day it is, there's always something going on there. Nobody sees you prop this bear up, and you thought you and was it Roseanne just yucking it up and laughing like this is the funniest
you in
thing.
The bar, maybe Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
You're sitting there, but again, I'm not drinking. Here, listen what he said.
I wasn't drinking, of course, but people were drinking with me who thought this was a good idea. And I said, I had an old bike in my car that somebody asked me to get rid of it. I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a
bike. So you put a helmet. Now, again, I have a couple of questions. One, I am very familiar. If you haven't been to New York City, it's just a lot of congestion. It's annoying. But the easiest access point for him with a bear would be Columbus Circle. Okay,
still,
I'm trying to figure this out. So you have a car that's pulled over in Columbus Circle at nighttime. And it's got to be 10 people to carry a dead bear.
Then you got the bike.
You haven't even gotten the bike yet. You got a dead bear. You got to contend with.
So you throw the bear over your shoulder? I guess.
I think maybe someone wheels the bike while like many adults carry a dead bear. But then here's the thing: you put the helmet on the bear.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you put the bear underneath the bike, and then it's like, oops, he got into an accident. Yeah. And what you didn't hear, because the audio was just terrible, is that he said it was on the front page of the newspapers and in the TV and the helicopters, and nobody except now knows that it was him. They said a bear got into a bicycle accident.
Yeah.
So he really thought he was slapping knees.
Yeah, I tell you. I'll tell you what there, pal. Good luck on that presidential campaign of yours that you're on, okay?
President RFK, killing bears, taking names.
Yeah, boy.
Rizzo and Jeff are out and about all the time, and since they get up early, they can be grumpy. That's why we like to throw them a compliment once in a while. Hey, guys, we like how clean your office is, and Jeff's hat's pretty nice. Does he wear a hat? I don't know. Just go with it. Okay, that was hard. More Rizzo and Jeff next on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. That's what you're listening to. Easy question. Is it too early to bust out the fall flavors and smells? I'll give you an example. Okay, 7-Eleven. Busting out pumpkin spice. Okay, we got pumpkins. We got Bath and Body Works with their fall scents. All that stuff.
Right.
All right, 828-240-1059. I got tickets to Sokey Mountain Water Park. We have a 4-pack of tickets to people who participate on social media, to people who text in, to people who call in. And the fact of the matter is, I believe that we're kind of just overstepping a little bit. We haven't even gotten to Labor Day. Like, there should be a cutoff. Like, I hate when they do Christmas stuff in like September.
Well, they're already starting to open. I mean? What is it? The Spirit of Halloween stores. They're already starting to open throughout the country already.
And you know what? Halloween, I guess if you want to think about costumes, maybe you get it for a better price, I might understand that, but to sit there and say that it's like pumpkin spice time it's ridiculous.
Well, it
false sense.
See, even though you enjoy the pumpkin spice, me not so much. It's not something that I get, even at our favorite Dunkin' up there. I don't.
I can't wait for pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I don't. It's not a thing to me. I don't enjoy it as much as others, but people are obsessive about it. So why not take advantage? And there's going to be people that just eat it up, man, and they're going to do it, and they'll spend tons of money on it. It's like this cult thing. It's so bizarre.
But you're right. It's a cult thing. So we're going to talk about it after the Who. 828-240-1059. If you'd like tickets to Sokey Mountain Water Park, you give us a call. Give us your thoughts. You'd be qualified to get a 4-pack of tickets there. But I think it's a little soon.
You tell them. Okay.
I'm telling you. Let me tell you something, 7-Eleven Speedway. Let me tell you something, Bath and Body Works. You better listen to me.
You better stop it.
Better stop the shenanigans. All right. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. When is it too early for the fall flavors? Now, a lot of people are really excited about it. I got a lot of texts in here. People are saying, no way, no, fall. I wish I could have it, in the middle of the summer. Then what's the point of it being fall?
Well,
right. I mean, it's getting irritating to me, Jeff, because 7-Eleven, this all started because 7-Eleven, Speedway, they're making pumpkin Reese's and Hershey. Okay, they're doing Slurpee. Bath and Body Works, a Slurpee. Yeah. They're doing a pumpkin spice Slurpee you could get. They're also doing Bath and Body Works fall scents. They're doing stuff at Crafts. It's like, come on, man. Like, can we just live in the moment?
I feel like we even blow past Thanksgiving these days anymore, right?
Does anyone care about Thanksgiving?
It's like gone before you blink, and then boom, it's Christmas. That's what we worry about. Nobody even feels like it's paid attention to anymore.
Because I feel like they think that underneath the fall umbrella, the leaves, the cornucopia, that you are but really nobody decorates for Thanksgiving. Like, if you think, when was the last time you saw a Thanksgiving decorated place?
Yeah. What would you put up? Turkey, a thing? I don't know. How do you decorate for things?
It's a great question. Yeah. I'll tell you. cornucopia.
Okay, you really I seem to be hopped up on the cornucopia.
Okay,
right,
you know
that's
what?
the second time you've said it.
I'm going to tell you
You
what.
probably haven't said cornucopia in 10 years.
Listen,
You've said it twice in 2 minutes.
Let me tell you why. Because I haven't seen one.
Okay.
And when I was a kid, every year in school, we would make a cornucopia.
Oh, okay.
We would bring it home to our family. What else could we decorate with? A pilgrim. Okay? Native American.
All right.
Okay? Plymouth Rock.
Right.
Ships.
Okay.
Turkey. Stuffing. Cranberries.
Oh, that's it. What do? Stick stuffing on your wall? I mean, what do you do?
Okay, here's the thing. You know how they make popcorn necklaces?
So you want to make yourself a stuffing necklace?
You could.
You have a cornbread stuffing necklace
you
that you want to wear around.
You could. Cornbread, ham, right?
A ham necklace.
What's wrong? You're making it seem. You're making it sound stupid.
Right.
I'm not laughing at you.
I'm not making that. You're putting together. You're going to wear something, and you're going to be known as Stovetop Steve. I mean, what's your plan here?
It's not that I'm saying that I feel like we should live in the moment, and I'm saying that if we decorated appropriately, what we should be decorating for right now is Labor Day.
So,
and then after that,
walk around smelling like a ham hock.
No,
is that your plan?
But here's the thing: you know how beef jerky? They could dry out beef jerky, right?
So you want
so you could dry out ham like they do dry out beef jerky, and then guess what? You have that. You hang that out.
Hang that out. Dry out ham in your house. I tell you what. I hope you're not decorating this year for Thanksgiving. Right.
What would you put in your cornucopia?
I'm not worried about a cornucopia. Nobody has cornucopias anymore. Nobody cares.
You know what? I bet you could get a cornucopia.
Yeah.
I bet you, if there's somebody listening somewhere, anywhere, text us, 828-240-1059, or send us a message on Facebook or call. I promise you, there is a place in this town. You can get anything you want in this town. There is a cornucopia destination.
Yeah.
I bet you your place for cornucopias is somewhere that you're not even thinking of. And you're poo-pooing my ideas before we've even thought or talked about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you woke up one day and you said, hey, I'm going to start a cornucopia business, I wish you the best. All right. Good luck.
We get it. The Rizzo and Jeff show's new. So time to teach us. Time to sound off. What do we need to know? Call us now. 240-1059. Let's see how this goes. More Rizzo and Jeff show on 1059 The Mountain.
1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You listening to the Rizzo and Jeff show, 842. And it's about that time, Jeff, for the JNN. Any cornucopia news?
No, none of that. Nobody cares about it.
Okay.
So, look, a little Olympic update. We got to talk about Hurricane Debby that's making landfall and how it could or could not possibly affect us here. I mean, it's looking like a little something hefty that's going to be.
Is that where all this rain's coming from?
Oh, well, it's hitting Florida and it's just making its way up this way. So we'll talk about the latest with that coming up as well. All right.
All right. The JNN brought to you by our good friends at Train Heating and Cooling Systems that are continually tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered all the time so that they can keep up with you because we all run together. All you have to do, traininfo.com. That is where you find your local independent train dealer. That's traininfo.com because it's hard to stop a train.
Time for the world famous, never imitated, never duplicated, and barely making it. The JNN Jeff News Network is on 1059 The Mountain now.
Before we get to the Olympics and other things, one of the big news stories that happened over the weekend was that Aerosmith has announced that the touring is done. It is all over now. All the years of doing that, Steven Tyler has an incurable issue when it comes to his vocal cords, and they made the announcement that they will tour no longer. It's permanent. This is not a stop, until it gets better type of thing. This is the end for them, Rizzo.
Yeah, Jeff. One of, I think Kansas is the only band left that has its original members that is still currently touring. I think they're like 56 years or something crazy like that. But it was so important that Sammy Hagar stopped his concert, and he spoke. And Hagar said, Back when I was big and there was this little band called Aerosmith that no one knew about, I said, dang, they're pretty good. So here's what Hagar had to say. That's the first thing I thought. I said, what did Sammy Hagar have to say about Steven Tyler?
Yeah, Aerosmith called retirement today. They quit. They stopped. What a great loss. One of the times in 1973, we were opening for Aerosmith, and we didn't know who they were. And they sold out Cobo Hall, and I'm going, who are these guys, right? We did our show, we did an encore, and we played Helter Skelter for our encore, right? And Aerosmith comes on, and they opened with Helter Skelter. Steven and I have been friends ever since. Long story short, we love those guys. It's a sad thing, but honest to God, my hat goes off to one of the greatest rock and roll singers of all time, Mr. Steven Tyler. For saying, I can't sing anymore, I quit. That's honorable. That's honorable. The day I can't sing anymore, I will do the same thing, and that's what a lot of other should have did a long time ago.
So, he thinks a lot of people should have shut up a long time ago, but when Hagar stops down and talks about you, you know you've made it.
Yeah, that's business right there. Yeah. But definitely a sad day. To read that for sure. But, man, that's you got to give it. What a run. What an absolute run.
54 years. Yeah. I mean, and he's, he has, think of all the songs. I mean, you can only scream like that.
I know.
I didn't think you think about it. Scream like that every day, 300 nights a year for 54 years. Like, you're going to have no vocal cords.
Eventually, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something's going to go. Yeah. So, absolutely legendary. Congratulations and enjoy your retirement. Much deserved.
The most trusted source for useless information.
Who is your source? I need to know your source.
The JNN. Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so Olympic gold happening over the weekend. We saw, and what a magical year it's been for Scotty Scheffler, by the way. Who secured some gold there, and a lot of other things that happened to him. But of course, the star of the PGA Tour, bringing home a little bit of gold there. Of course, Simone Biles just refuses to stop winning, so that happened as well. So it's been a good year, a good Olympic year, I think, for the Americans this year. So,
but I say it, and no one's listening, so I'll just let you hear the Simone Biles win. TMT. Too much trumpet. We don't need all this. It's not the King of England.
It is Simone Biles. There it is. Biles and Jade Carey.
And Olympic champion, Simone Biles.
Golden again. Simone Biles, and we're not done.
No. That's quality stuff there, Jeff. I mean, listen, Simone, didn't she even say, I'm not ruling out, what is this, 2028?
Yeah, so she'll be in her 30s then, so we'll see. I mean, maybe they'll tone down on the trumpets a few years from now.
We're going to kill her. She has bleeding ears.
She can't hear, right? Steven can't sing, she can't hear. All because of the trumpets, right? Yeesh.
It's time for the... Wait, no, it's not really. I mean, who would...
Can you put the news back on?
The JNN.
This is the news.
The Jeff News Network. A wealth of useful and mostly useless information.
All right, and finally, Hurricane Debby has made landfall in Florida as a Category 1 storm. Looking pretty vicious here. Maximum sustained winds of around 80 miles an hour. They're expecting it to bring life-threatening storm surges to... of course, parts of Florida, and they're saying possibly historic flooding to parts of Georgia, South Carolina. The coast, it's looking like, is going to really take the pounding with this as it heads up our way. And, it looks like us here in this area, we're going to get the outskirts of, some of the rain, not the direct eye of anything. So, some wet weather coming our way, possibly, Friday, if not sooner. So we'll see. But, it's going to be a mess for the coast coming up. So pretty scary and early, actually. For these types of storms a little bit generally. Hurricane season and living down there, I knew was more September, October. You go that way, but this is we're getting going here, so you got to be careful.
I wonder why it's so. And it's been rainy for like the
hasn't
past
it been here?
Week. It's just been kind of black.
If I get one more mosquito bite, I must be a pile of sugar. or something.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe you just sweat, little Debbies.
That's it.
Is that what it is?
I just don't know.
Debbies?
You go out, you take the dog for a walk, you come back, mosquito bites in places you didn't expect. How'd that little sucker get in there, and bite me there? So,
well, I don't understand why this, because I know it's going to affect the coast more. They're like batting down the hatches down in Myrtle Beach. But, we're in the mountains, and the water flows down, so I don't really worry. I worry a little bit about electrocution, considering everything that happened, but, save for a little bit of electrocution, maybe a bear or two.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
We've had it all since we've been here, and it hasn't been very long. Bears, electrocutions, all kinds of things.
Losing cars.
Oh,
it's been a cornucopia of fun.
God, we love it here. It's beautiful.
From podcasts to Facebook videos, Instagram to TikTok, and even Twitter. Oh yeah, X now. Thanks, Elon. You can keep up with what's going on locally and the Rizzo and Jeff Show by searching 105.9 The Mountain on all social and podcast platforms. Keep 105.9 The Mountain with you 24/7, wherever you go with our new app. It even has an alarm clock, so we can be free and fancy. We'll be right back on 105.9 The Mountain.
105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. The Rizzo and Jeff Show. And Jeff, that's what this show's about. Partnership, teamwork, picking the other guy up when he needs help. I was having trouble with cornucopias. You picked me up there. You just did the JNN, and you were talking about the Olympics.
Yeah.
You, however, did forget to mention the biggest story of the Olympics thus far, and I don't know why. So
oversight
might have been. How about this? What if I said Ry Crouser?
Okay.
Anything?
Not much.
Not much. No. Well, that's where I come in to save the day, scoop it all out, finish it up, give you the latest information. It's time to razzle and dazzle you with all of the important things that Jeff missed in the JNN.
Razzle dazzle. It's time to tune it on. Razzle dazzle. Get up on your feet and razzle dazzle. We're gonna razzle dazzle you. Yes, we're gonna razzle dazzle. Razzle dazzle.
All right. So,
ready for the bottom to fall out here,
wait
folks?
a minute.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard of the shotput?
Yes. I knew somebody that played shot put as well and actually got some scholarship money off of throwing that thing.
Really?
You do the spin and launch. Yeah, it probably takes a lot, I would assume, to shot put.
Well, I think it takes a lot of strength. I think it takes a certain type of body. I think it takes a certain type of neck, muscles. And Ryan Crouser is not only the best at the Olympics. Not only did he win gold, but he is the best who has ever shot a put or put a shot, however you would say that.
Right.
So I have the audio here of him not only breaking a world record, winning gold, but everyone. Listen, I just want to know why everyone forgets the shot put. So here, go ahead.
Look, all these guys generally are a little bit bigger, a little bit bulbous.
So bulbous what?
Right. It's just, they're not the most, in shape dudes that do this. So, yeah.
Oh, so we forget about him?
He's 6'7", by the way, this guy.
Yeah. And he's a beast. So listen to him win.
Ryan Crouser, we cannot overlook how special that man is.
8 consecutive global championships, including Paris. He has won a medal at every one of them. The most consistent American shot putter in history, and the greatest shot putter in history, has won his 3rd consecutive Olympic gold. Ryan Crouser, the Olympic champion once again, as he reigns in Paris.
6'7", 320, by the way.
6'7", 320. So my question is, why are we overlooking the shot put? Why do we not care?
I don't think there's enough respect for it, but I think that people think it really doesn't take much to do and accomplish. You have it up.
You hold the ball next to your neck and you spin in a circle and you thrust with all of your might.
Right.
But I think you're right. I don't think it has anything to do with anything else, and I don't know if anyone is man or lady enough to admit it. Well, it's because that these are bulbous people.
Yeah.
I think it might be because...
They don't look like athletes to you when they look at
They don't look like athletes. They don't have that typical Simone Biles look. They don't have the Ryan Lochte.
Right.
They don't have the Michael Phelps. Right. They don't have the Caitlin Clark. They don't have the LeBron James. But I can tell you that these are some of the greatest athletes in the world. And shot put is so underrepresented. Can you imagine being the guy that's asked to commentate on shot put?
Yeah.
You know no one's watching.
Yeah.
It's on ESPN 8 The Ocho.
Right.
It's on the Ocho.
It's on one of the 6 ESPNs.
It's on the Ocho.
ESPN 7.
It's on ESPN 7.
Right.
Okay? And no one's watching it. And it's like you work your life. You dedicate your life, and you don't even care. No one do you even know? Nobody knows Ryan Crouser. If anyone knows anything about Ryan Crouser, and you can't Google him, 828-240-1059. We have a pair of Soaky Mountain. We have a four-pack. Excuse me. Four-pack of tickets to Soaky Mountain. But you have to give me facts about Ryan Crouser that you can't Google. Because I have the Google up right now. All right. If you know anything, are you a shot putter? Why is shot put being put down?
Hey, listen, I'm glad you're standing up for it, all right? Hey, Crouser, there you go. One for the big boys, all right?
The Rizzo and Jeff Show would like to apologize to you for whatever that was. Look, it's early. We try. We like you. It's nothing personal. We will try again after a break and some music, huh? Stick around. We can't promise it'll be better, but we can promise you we will try. 105.9 The Mountain can neither confirm nor deny that it's true that we can promise great music. More coming up soon on 105.9 The Mountain.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. That's what you're listening to. I'm going to steal a line from the Golden Girls. Picture it. Florida, 2011. You have a friend. You say to your friend, who is Hulk Hogan, I would like for you to engage in relations with my wife. Your friend, the Hulk, obliges. And
why would your wife want to do that?
I don't know, but let's just pretend.
All right.
And as she obliges, everything's fine, except there's a recording.
Right.
Now, there's a website, for those of you youngins who don't remember, that used to be called Gawker. Okay? And Gawker used to be a website that is now no longer in existence because they released said videotape of Hulk Hogan and this radio show host, a.k.a. his former friend's wife, and he sued him for like $115 million. So basically they liquidated, gave him what they had, and it was over. So we just find out that Ben Affleck, who is going through his own troubles, he's just throwing a bunch of parties and trying to get over J-Lo and eating junk food and ordering ice cream and all that stuff, with his good buddy Matt Damon, are going to be in a movie, okay, about the Hulk Hogan, I guess, leak tape. Mm-hmm. It's called Killing Gawker. And they are going to reenact and recreate through their artistry in equity production that will explain the discourse behind the friendship, the breakup of the friendship, and inevitably what happened and took down this website.
Yeah.
It's real simple.
I gotta be honest. There's not a lot of depth to this movie and story here. It is what it is. They recorded it. Somebody had it. Somebody gave it up.
His name was Chucky Randolph.
Wanted to make a buck out of it, and boom, there it was. And then it all blew up in their face. I mean, but why would the woman want to go, man, oh man, as he hobbles on in, Hulk Hogan, who at the time I think was like on his 60th back surgery.
Yeah.
Hobbles on in, and you want to take care of the Hulkster?
Well, listen, here's the thing. And again, for those of you who do not know Bubba the Love Sponge, if your choice is the Hulkster or Bubba the Love Sponge, who looks like a wheel of cheese, you're probably going to go with the Hulkster.
I guess. It's like, but why would you want to offer up your wife? It was just such a bizarre. the whole thing was just so bizarre.
It was very bizarre.
Yeah.
And the thing is that they're calling this the second Hulk Hogan biopic. There's another one in the work by Netflix, and they say that it's happening, starring Casey Affleck. So there's something going on between the Afflecks and the Hogans, but to call this a biopic of Hulk Hogan, I have to tell you, it's a real simple scenario. Okay, adultery was committed. They filmed it. They sold it to a website. The website got sued. Right. Hulk got the money.
Right.
I don't know how in depth they're going to go. Is Matt Damon going to say, "How could you do this to me?" as Big Fat Bubba Clem? Right. I mean, what's he going to do?
I don't know how they'll go back and forth. I don't know why, but I guess there's something there that they're going to figure out how to come up with. But
according to the report, this saga has been making the rounds in Hollywood for a while, and according to a new report from PW Insider, the movie has now been greenlit, expected to move forward in the coming days. Ben Affleck, eyeing the role of Hulk Hogan, is very excited with an estimated budget of $60 million.
Wow, $60 million for this? Oh, man.
So, again, I just want you to... The movie's going to be this.
Yeah.
You have two friends. One guy's in the radio, one guy is a wrestler. He's going to say, hey, hang out with my wife. They're going to do a video. The video's going to get sold. The website's going to get taken down. And I don't understand the in-depth friendship connection that they're going to write into this Hulk Hogan bio.
Gotta be honest with you here, okay? Not too many plot twists happening in this one, okay?
There might be some twists, but not many plot twists.
Yeah. Big leg drop.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show is everywhere.
It's all over me.
Literally. Pick up where you left off on the podcast, posted every day at 10:15 a.m. on all platforms. And if that's not enough, on all socials by searching 105.9 The Mountain. If that's still not enough, we can call a doctor. More music and Rizzo and Jeff coming up after a quick break.
It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You're listening to the Rizzo and Jeff Show. And Jeff, as promised, our first four-pack of tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. We are going to call our winner, and our winner hopefully will answer the phone. She weighed in, I believe, when we were talking about early in the 7 o'clock hour about the idea of, going in free roofing. Taking a free roof.
Yeah. We talked about a story about how a company did the wrong roof, and what do? Who's at fault? Who should pay for it? Should you give them anything? And she definitely weighed in and had some of the smart, right things to say.
So, without any further ado, Jeff, who are we going to be calling?
Miranda.
All right, let's get her on the phone.
Hello.
Hey, is Miranda there?
This is she.
Miranda, it's Rizzo and Jeff. How are you?
Oh, great.
Well, Miranda, we wanted to thank you for participating today, talking about the roof, and I know that you said that your daughter wanted to get away and get out, so we wanted to give you this 4-pack of tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park, huh?
That would be fantastic. She has been helping me with our business. We own a bakery together, and so she is 16 and has been working her little tail off all summer long. So it'd be nice for her to have something.
Well, you know what? Sounds like she deserves it. And what's the name of your bakery? Where are you at?
It is Buttercup Sweets and Treats, and I'm in Marshall.
Look at that.
Awesome.
Well,
awesome.
And you know what? That's great. What's her name? Let's shout her out too as well.
Caitlin.
Hard work pays off, right?
It does.
That's it. Well, listen, congratulations. Do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. Jeff's going to get your information, but we wanted to thank you for listening. Thank you for calling, and we'll stop in, maybe make us some cupcakes, huh?
That we could do that.
All right. Beautiful. Hang on. Do not go anywhere, okay?
All right.
All right. It's the Rizzo and Jeff Show, 105.9 The Mountain. A little bit of Bob Seger. We'll be right back after this. It is 105.9 The Mountain. It's always nice, Jeff, when you can give somebody who is working hard and their daughter working hard who owns a local business something fun.
That's it there. You give it up your summer, you're working, you're helping mom, you're helping the family. So look at that. A 4-pack. That's an awesome gift.
That's right. And we got another 4-pack tomorrow. All you got to do is participate, talk, text, Facebook, whatever it is. So don't go anywhere. More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show is coming up next. And congratulations to Miranda and her daughter. And we're not lying. We're going to be coming over for cupcakes. Here's a little Bob Seger, Rock and Roll Never Forgets. We'll be right back with What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. That's what you're listening to. And we did talk about a lot of things today, Jeff. We talked about the Olympics. We talked about roofing, pumpkin spice. We talked about movies, shot put. That doesn't mean we didn't get to a lot of things.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
So, listen, obviously we update you with the Olympics and things like that, but there are actually really, really bizarre Olympic rules. Some of them I understand, some of them I don't. Like, a lot of people are saying that they're not breaking world records because this pool is kind of like swimming in, they call it slow swimming, like the river. The river's
it's a dirty mess. I think that one girl actually got sick from being in it and things like that.
I think, I think it's Sen or Cian or something like that. Sen, whatever it is. So, they say it's a bit like swimming in the sea. However, some of the things that you might not know is, this is still true to this day. If you break a world record at the Olympics, okay, you must send a fax. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fax to the World Sport Governing Body at the World Aquatics, which was formerly known as FINA. Okay. And if it is not faxed, the scores and times that were, verified by 3 people on a fax machine, then the world record does not count.
Wow, the old school fax.
Old school fax.
Hey, guess
that
what?
is a rule.
What's wrong with an old school fax? All right.
Do you have one? Do you know anyone who has one?
Well, no. Of course, I have a printer at home that I could, do it that way. But no fax machine in itself. But there was nothing wrong with a fax. I still write checks. So look who you're talking to.
Yeah, I get it. But do you fax?
No, I don't fax very often. And if I had to, you scan to fax type of thing now, right? Is what you do.
Yeah, you scan it. It sends it via email, but you have to literally dial fax this to this office. Here's something else. If you're a boxer, you have to be clean shaven, no beards, okay, no facial hair. Okay, if you're a gymnast, you cannot wear any vibrant colored nail polish. And if you ride BMX or bikes or skateboard, you have to tuck in your shirt.
Oh.
And I didn't even think about this. Did you notice that you need a shirt tuck?
I did not. I did not notice that. No, but what's wrong with that? What's wrong with a shirt tuck?
If you're a BMX guy, you're supposed to be cool. Cool guys don't.
You know what?
Guys don't do shirt tucking.
Well, maybe it should come back. Okay.
The tuck? You want the tuck back? That's what you're getting behind? The tuck back?
Listen, I slip into my Skechers. Look who you're talking to. I can't help you with no cool points here, pal.
Right.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
This was so bizarre. I had to do it again because there's a man who really loves hair.
Yeah.
And if you're listening at this time, you probably missed it at the beginning of the 7 o'clock hour when I talked about how much this guy loves hair. So this is the news report about what he did. He just got hungry. And he wanted to eat himself and lick himself and
listen. He could describe it all you want. The story tells itself.
Okay.
Teen is stunned after a shopping trip is interrupted by an assault.
Police say the suspect licked her. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart is live in Douglas County at Arbor Place Mall. Kevin, this is disturbing.
Allegedly licked and sucked this young woman's hair. It happened here at Arbor Place Mall around this time of day, after 3 p.m.
That's weird. I don't know. I don't know of anybody that licks hair.
But that is exactly what Douglasville police allege this man did. 35-year-old Devon Davis at Arbor Place Mall Tuesday afternoon.
That person shouldn't be around other people.
Douglas County's Arbor Place Mall is one of the larger shopping destinations in West Georgia, attracting people regionally, including the Shower family from Alabama.
But I can tell you, I would keep my distance from him and keep my wife and kids away from him for sure.
Police tell us Davis walked up to an 18-year-old woman, a stranger, touched her shoulder and began licking and sucking her hair.
I think that's gross. And I think I would have responded in a way that I probably would have been in jail today.
Oh, boy.
The suspect is charged with simple assault and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. All right, now bond was set at $2,000. He's already bonded out. One of the conditions of the bond, he has to stay away from the Arbor Place Mall.
Okay, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
What they did not think about, or the judge neglected to think about, is that there's hair everywhere. So guess what?
You can't keep him from hair.
You can't. If he wants to eat and lick hair, he's just gonna go to the restaurant.
Yeah. He'll do what he wants.
He's going to do what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares.
All right, there we go. There's those kind of people out in the world.
Oh, there are.
Tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
We didn't have time for this, but I thought it was worth a mention. Orenthal James dead. We all know it.
Yeah.
You could be sad. You might not be sad. I don't really know.
Nobody's sad.
What I do know is that the Orenthal stuff is up for auction, and I want to know if you'd buy it.
A judge has approved O.J. Simpson's estate to auction off some of his memorabilia. The law firm representing his estate tells Fox 5 that they intend to begin the process of auctioning off his property soon.
And the father of Ron Goldman has filed a $117 million claim against the late O.J. Simpson, his estate rather, Las Vegas, in the wrongful death of his son. Fred Goldman won a civil lawsuit against Simpson in Los Angeles in 1997, even though Simpson was acquitted in the 1994 killings of his son and Nicole Brown Simpson. The lawsuit ordered him to pay up to $33 million. However, due to laws protecting Simpson's pension from the NFL, that money was never paid.
Therefore, they are auctioning off all of Simpson's stuff. Is anyone buying Orenthal memorabilia? Yay, nay?
I guess if you want to help the family, it might be hard for them to even get that as well. I don't think they're going to get a penny out of them. It's going to be tough.
It's going to. I mean, who wants to? Everyone thinks he's a murderer. I mean, they know.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
good luck. I don't know. Nothing.
What would you pay for that Heisman?
The Heisman?
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's the deal. I wasn't a big enough fan to care. I get the memorabilia stuff. I don't waste money on things like that.
How about $5 and some BK chicken fries?
I like that.
Like that?
All right. Spicy ones now that I see.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The fire fry.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
They are windbags, so it's time for another inhaler break. We told you they were fluffy. More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show is next on 105.9 The Mountain.